that then it became an urgency for me to get it. It was like a do it, you know, that one of those moments where you have to take action. And that's how I ended up getting the Pink Flamingo Winnebago.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to meet Kitty. Hi Kitty.
Hi, Bob.
And I think what we're going to talk about today is how to be stealthy and not be noticed at all as a nomad. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. And so the first thing is to make sure your vehicle is not painted up like that.
Right.
That's the first no-no. So when I meet you, the very first thing I think of is, wow, that's quite the paint job. This must be a very subtle, restrained person.
Right. I actually am quite a big introvert, Bob, but I'm also an artist. Mm-hmm. So creativity is my, flows through me. And, this is my canvas.
It kind of oozes out.
It does. I can't help it. Can't help it.
And I kind of think I detect a British accent. Are you British?
Yes, indeed. I'm from South Wales, from Newport, South Wales. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's where I spent most of my life.
And how did you end up in the U.S.?
Well, that's I can thank COVID for that. That's one thing that, yeah. So I came out. I was going through divorce and some other stuff. I'd moved out of a house I loved, which was by the sea, overlooking the sea on a sheep farm, and I had several sheep pets, that I bottle fed from birth. And anyway, so with the divorce and all of that, I moved out from there and chose Vegas to come to for a month. To get away from everything. And then a week after I landed in Vegas, lockdown happened. So rather than go back and face the terrible conditions that friends were facing back home over lockdown, which was far worse than here, I chose to stay here and fell in love with the desert.
So you ended up living in Las Vegas. And how did you end up in your beautiful Class C?
I came across this, first of all, when I was in Vegas, I got a little car that I used to go out and take weekend trips, and it was an old Chevy Tracker, a 2000 Chevy Tracker.
Oh, sure.
It was fantastic, though, with the door that opened like that, so I could sleep in the back with my legs out. Then, so I was looking for something this size for a while. Then a friend died, a trumpet player that I worked for the last 20 years with, and we used to do a lot of gigs together. He was only 62. And within a week, I found that and bought it because he had a camper, a lovely, a nice modern camper. And him and his wife were going to go to Spain once he retired. And he never got to that point. That then it became an urgency for me to get it. So I ended up paying far more than I should have for this. But I just, it was like a do it, that one of those moments where you have to take action. And that's how I ended up getting the Pink Flamingo Winnebago.
And are you full-time on the road then?
Yes.
So no place in Vegas, just out on the go. And where do you go in the summer? Are you still in the desert in the summer?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no, good. Yeah. If you were in the desert in the summer, I'd be really very impressed.
Oh, no, sir.
No, sir.
No. So there's no AC. So we follow, elevation.
Right. Well, would it be okay if we took a look around your home?
I would be honored, Bob.
I can't wait to see what it's like inside. I mean, if it's like this on the outside, then... So tell us all about your Winnebago. Is it a Winnebago?
It is a Winnebago. Okay. Yes, it is. So it's the Winnebago Warrior. And it's 1988-89. So she's about 35 years old now. So for the paint job, because I love recycling and reusing things. So I started off just using a basic Walmart, the paint that they sell and it's been mixed to the wrong color for like $10. Uh-huh. So I bought 2 of those and just did a basic brown and blue coat over the top and bottom. And then after that was on, just regular house paint I used, nothing fancy. After that, then I just used basic acrylics. Whatever paint I could find on free piles, whatever I can find, I used to paint it. And then after that, put the lacquer on. This is the interior. And so these lovely little curtains here, I've just had these sewn, the hem sewn at Van Aid, just up the road in Quartzsite by the lovely sewing team. What precious people they are. So I'm on full solar now. Basically, yeah, so when I was here, when I was in Quartzsite last year, I had, the original fridge, which was a pain in the jacksie because it wouldn't run properly on propane. I just have to power it with a generator from outside. And I hate being, having that noise, the generator noise. Hate that. I went out and got this Magic Chef 7.5 cubic litre fridge, and it's worked like a dream.
And so it's just a household fridge. A small household fridge.
Yes, yeah. I love this cooker. Having an oven for me is a real necessity. So, as I love to bake, so this little Magic Chef oven, this was the original one that came with the Winnebago. Yeah, so I did a collage to cover the sink area because when I bought this originally, it was very beige. So I tried to de-beige it as much as I possibly could. So this is actually mostly a program from Burning Man from 2 years ago that I've collaged onto here, along with some sheet music as well. Then I painted the toilet, which is just, the regular kind of toilet that I need to do the dump with every so often, every couple of weeks usually. Then we got the shower here, the pink flamingo. Lovely pink flamingo shower curtain, and which I've also spruced up the shower because it was also not very good. Excuse my rubbish and other commodities in there, but
every RV I've ever seen has it.
Yeah, right. So in this one, there's a real. I mean, I love clothes, and I've got quite a lot of them. Well, yes, I have a lot of clothes. So there's a nice. I love the space in here to put the clothes, and there's like 3 shelves in there as well, and storage under there. It's got a real good amount of storage in here, which I was really happy with. And there's my shower curtain as well, or not shower curtain, my little pulley curtain if I want to separate the 2 rooms with that.
Pretty much just a standard Winnebago, but very, very, very personalized.
Very personalized, yeah. And so a lot of the things you see in here, like these curtains, I made these, a friend gave me this fabric, and then I just put this on the top and bottom and made it into curtains, because I just adored the fabric. It was great. She also gave me the cat mask, that I wear now and again on my music videos. Oh, my ceiling. Please take a look at my ceiling. So I collect found objects and like to use them in my, as works of art, put them into works of art. So these are sound pads with things, most of the things I've found on my journeys, like tiny bones and these flowers. You often find fake flowers on the floor in bushes, and I wash them and repurpose them. This little desk, this is a new addition. So this is my little music station where I create new recordings. This is my little piano stool. The piano I couldn't fit in here. That had to stay in Vegas. But I just brought the stool to remind myself of my lovely piano. And then the bed. So this is the bed. I often sleep down here, though. It depends on the temperature where I am, I just put some new floor in as well. So I like to do, I'm not that DIY kind of a person that, so these I picked up in auction in Vegas at a place called Nellis Auction. They've also got one in Phoenix and one in Texas, I believe. But they do a lot of stuff, returns from Amazon and stuff. So you pick things up very, very cheap. So I paid just a few dollars for these tiles last week and spent the last few days sticking them down. Oh, I got a lovely diesel heater as well. So yeah, so the furnace heater used to be under there. That kind of quit. Then a friend fitted in this fabulous little diesel heater for me, which he tucked in under here, under the seat. So this provides ample heat for, those cold mornings, cold nights. This is my little girl, Pups. Papalopicus is her full name. Yes, it is. She's been with me since Vegas. And she's a sweet little travel companion. My cat sadly went missing in May, so that was my cat and dog. So this is the Welsh flag my mum sent to me. I asked my mum to get me the flag, so she sent me the Welsh flag. There we go, a Welsh flag. So this is the side I started painting this when I was in Vegas with the pink flamingo, in honor of the pink flamingo that I used to, sit in on the pool, and it got burst by the owner of the house's friend brought his little boy over, and sadly he burst. So he went on my van instead in honor of him. And so it was just nature scenes and cactus, things that I love, being in nature. So I still got the cab to paint. I bought a yellow to paint the cab, but I decided not to paint it yellow. I wanted to go a bit more subdued.
Well, being subdued and subtle is very, very important.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of a light blue or a light green, a soft green for the cab. So this is the Pink Flamingo Winnebago. There's a track on YouTube as well, the Pink Flamingo, that I released in 2021. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So if people want to find you online and follow you with all your brilliant ideas, how can they do that?
Okay, so for the music side of my life, Instagram, kitties_music. Okay, and for the art side of my life and adventures, that is Instagram, Pink Flamingo Winnebago.
Very nice. And YouTube?
YouTube is Pink Flam Winnebago, or Kitty's _music. Oh, and I've just got a new website that I'm still building for this is just music though, which is here.
kittiesmusic.com.
Yes, Bob.
Very good. Well, Kitty, thank you so much for sharing your home and your RV with us. It's really fantastic. It's just beautiful and amazing. That's all I can say.
But no good for undercover.
No, not the most subtle thing I've ever seen. Stealth may not be so good.
Right. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And everyone go check out all of her social media and subscribe and follow her and see what in the world she does next. Who knows? If you got anything out of this video, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.